before, but this is my second trip. I got here last night, yeah.
And what do you think?
I had a great time. I went out to a blues barbecue restaurant called BB's Lawnside.
Nice! You guys approve, yeah?
I think I pronounced that right? Yeah, it was great. It was
That is amazing. Well, there's so much to talk to you about.
but mostly food.
Yeah, it's true. The portions are much bigger here, huh?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
That's
The
why-
starting was a bad idea.
There is so much to talk to you about. I'm such a fan of your work. I love so many different aspects of your career. One thing that really stands out is you're drawn to these, kind of gritty, complex characters. When you are looking for a role, what are you attracted to?
Probably that, really. I don't know, just a version of a woman that isn't as simple as, the girlfriend role, or the sort of the woman that's like, sweetly sits next to the guy, sort of aiding his story. Just something, I don't know, just something a bit more checkered, a bit more honest, just a bit more diverse. Sort of how women are.
Absolutely, and each of your characters, in their own way, is so different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, well,
And
thank you.
it's really also very rare as an actor that you have this kind of afterlife.
I
for
know.
a show.
I know. This is the only job that has this afterlife that enables me to live it 10, 20 years on.
Yeah. When did you first realize that Doctor Who was not going to go away, and you were going to just, live on?
I sort of realized it when I'd been gone for like 3 or 4 years, and I was at a wedding, and it was still the only thing anybody wanted to talk about. It was like a topic of conversation at a wedding, and it's like 5 years on. It's like people have come and gone, and like. This is my chat. Yeah, but I've got used to it now, and I really love it. And it really is the only piece of work that I've done that sort of enables me to have that relationship beyond the shooting.
Tell us about the casting process for Rose.
Oh, there's no real amazing story. It was really simple. I just started working as an actress, and I went along to the BBC to do an audition for this script I got, and I knew about Doctor Who, but I didn't know about Doctor Who. I had no idea what I was getting into, yeah. And I'm quite glad about that, because I think the sort of scale of it would have overwhelmed me, but so I was just auditioning for the revamp, that's what they were calling it, and I was sick on the day, and I was cramming down a chocolate brownie and went in and just did the audition, and I thought it went really badly because I couldn't really hear myself, I couldn't really, I had like a flu or something, and then I got a call back, with Christopher Eccleston, which was nuts.
And then how soon after that callback did they let you know, guess what, you're on?
I think it was about 2 days later. Yeah.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, that was good. And Julie Gardner was there, and Russell T Davies, and it was the most encouraging audition room I've ever been into. I had ever been into, and I've never been in one since that was that sort of joyous an experience. You sort of wanted to stay, which you can never say of auditions.
And is that sort of true for the whole filming experience as well?
Yeah, those guys were just incredibly spirited and beautiful, and really just loved it so much. It was contagious, and they really believed in it, and they were really supportive, and they love the fans as well. It's one thing having the actor connect to the fans, but it's another thing when the writer and the producers are that sort of aligned with the world behind it. Yeah.
So let's fast forward a little bit. What was the goodbye on the beach like between you and David? I know I went there, but you're curious, right?
Straight in. It was really sad. It was
so moving.
It was genuinely sad to film. Yeah, it was horrible. It was a horrible day at the beach. And yeah, it was pretty much, I don't know, it felt real because it was, we didn't shoot it in sequence, so we shot it before we'd finished the series, and it felt like we did all of our grieving in that scene, you know.
Yeah.
So by the end, when it came to actually finishing it, we were like, bye. We were at peace with the idea, given that we just expended ourselves on the Gower beach, you know, snotty and crying, and it was genuinely really sad, yeah. For both of us, I think, but I seem to get more upset.
It was such a moving scene.
Yeah, it was really, really, yeah, it was like saying goodbye to a friend that you're never going to see again, which is ridiculous because of course I see him, you know, regularly.
And you have, you know, come back as Rose many times.
I know, sorry.
But what was the difference between that and coming back as the bad wolf?
Well, I mean, I feel like that story has become the biggest part of the character now. Like I sign Bad Wolf as much as I sign, you know, if I put the character name on, people really love that, and I think it is a really, really cool and creepy part of the story, and I really like it. I think it's spooky and thoughtful, and I much prefer coming back with something, you know, an addition to Rose Tyler, as opposed to just coming back as Rose Tyler and, you know, longing for the Doctor to be with her, which is, you know, was the gist of her tale, really.
And I read that your favorite episode is Father's Day.
Yeah, I mean, that was my favorite to shoot because it was, it felt less sci-fi, therefore I was able to follow the story. And it just felt a bit more domestic, and I really liked that. And I also really loved Sean, who played my dad, and yeah, I just dug that episode. It was awesome.
You've been doing a lot of theater lately. You're a theater veteran. Yeah. And you have a second run of Yerma coming out in July, 2 Olivia Way nominations. What draws you to the stage at this point in your career?
I don't know. I think it's nice to have a break from shooting because as much fun as it is, it can get. It's just good to mix it up a bit, and it just seems like there's been some really, really tasty roles available and on offer, and in great theatres that I wanted to be in as a child. And I thought I loved it, but I really love it. I really, really love it, and I'd love to do it more often, really.
For those who aren't familiar with the storyline of Yerma, do you want to fill?
Yeah, Yerma is a play by Lorca, and it's about Yerma means barren, so it's about a barren woman. It's pretty bleak, not remotely sci-fi, but it is a really, really beautiful tale about a woman driven mad by not being able to have a baby, and what it does to her relationship, and it's pretty sad. But the version we've done is a sort of modern adaptation, so it feels really current because it seems like a lot of women are talking about this very subject. So I feel like if you've not been through something like that, you'll know someone who's going through that, and so it becomes quite a personal experience. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you guys have questions for Billie?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you do. If you do, there's a mic right here in the middle. Go ahead and line yourselves up, and we'll get through as many as we can. And while they're getting themselves ready, you just had a film, City of Tiny Lights, come out, which you hadn't done a film in a while either.
No,
correct?
I haven't. Yeah, it's just come out. Yeah, in fact, I just spoke to my kids who told me they saw a poster of me on the tube, which is really cool. So that's it. It's just come out.
And that's with Riz Ahmed, who is like one of my favorite actors.
He's awesome,
What?
isn't he?
He's amazing. And I just want to, can you tell us a little bit about your character in that?
Oh,
It takes place,
okay.
you know, the darker side of London.
Yeah, it's about, I suppose it's about a group of guys growing up in the 90s in London, and it's not the sort of Notting Hill version of London that you guys are used to seeing. It's sort of the more twisted side of town, and it's a lot about race and corruption, and there's this sort of unrequited love story in amongst this thriller, and it's between Riz and myself, and something significant happens, and it means they never get together in their youth, and then something else significant happens. Yeah, I mean, how can I describe it without giving it away? It's good, go and see it.
Yeah, it's a great film. Okay, we'll start with you. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing very well. I'm a huge fan of yours. Actually, back in, I'm not going to say how long ago, you were a very big pop singer in England, and I actually lived in England. You were my anthem for a while.
Really?
Yes, like day and night, Because We Want To, those were my favorite songs. We played it on repeat and drove my parents crazy. So I was, so 2 questions. One, why you gotta play that song so loud?
Because we want to.
And 2, I was curious, are you planning on